What is up YouTube? We're underleveled. My name is Taka and today we'll be testing out 5 of the most useful tricks in Monster Hunter Rise to see if they still work in update 3.0. So let's get right to it, shall we? And if you enjoy this kind of content, then we hope you'll consider subscribing. It really helps out the channel and we really appreciate it. But before we get started, I just wanted to put a disclaimer out there that if you feel that any of these tricks breaks the game, or is hacks, or is a waste of time, that's totally fine because we respect your right to your own opinion. But if you want to do these things, that's fine too. Ultimately, no one should tell another person how to enjoy their game. Let's all just get along. Now, I'll be putting up timestamps so you can just skip to whichever section you're most interested in. But let's not waste any more time. Starting off with number 1, Talisman Rerolling. So I made an in-depth video about this, the link for that will be up above, but I get asked a lot if this is still working in update 3.0, because surely they patched this out, right? They must have, it's too OP. Well, let's see. I'm not gonna go super in-depth, but I'll run through the basics for those who may just be starting their Monster Hunter Rise journey. Okay, so first, you'll want to turn off autosave. It's on by default, but make sure it's off. Then manually save your game. Alright, now stack up on as many melds as you want. Normally I do the full 50, the reason for that is in my other video. But to just save time, I'll just do 15 talismans. Now we're gonna fail Rerolling Arena Quest to speed up the melding process. Once you failed the arena, make sure to press B and not A so that you don't accidentally save your game. Now just repeat this until all of your melds are complete. Check to see if there's anything you want. If not, then quit the game without saving. Once you load back in, you'll have all your melding materials back. Now, to re-roll, just meld a single talisman and do a Rerolling Arena Quest. Now take that single talisman, save, and quit. Now you can just repeat all the steps as now all of your talismans have now been re-rolled and will be different. Does it still work in update 3.0? Yes. Next is the 5-minute flooded forest mining upsurge Zenny farm. I personally still think that this is the best way to farm Zenny. Shout out to Gaijin Hunter and Utaro for this method. Unlike the other method that was 10 minutes long, this one tricks the game into not updating the expedition upsurges. But does it still work in update 3.0? Let's find out. So just like before, I won't be going too deep into this, but I will show the route in its entirety, in case you haven't tried this method of Zenny farming yet. But for this, I suggest having the skill Geologist level 3. Extra skills that make this easier but aren't necessary are Evade Extender 3, Wall Runner 2, and Wirebug Whisperer 3. I just have this set saved as my general gathering set. Now we need the mining upsurge in the flooded forest. To rotate upsurges, you can just do the Rerolling Arena Quest again. Now the important thing is that you must be in and out within 5 minutes, but don't worry, I'm very slow and I always make mistakes and I still make it around 4 minutes 30 seconds. So if I can do it, so can you. Now this is the route. Once you do it a few times, you'll be able to remember it pretty easily.
行け。クエスト完了。
Now, if you did it in under 5 minutes, then when you go back to the expedition, it should still have the mining upsurge, and you can just keep repeating this until you're done. Then, just sell all your materials and cash out. So does this still work in update 3.0? It sure does. Next is the Kamura point farming, and this one is very similar to the Zenny farming that you need to complete it within 5 minutes, but this one, you'll need a bit more RNG, and here's what I mean. Now, this isn't necessary, but if you want to get the most out of this, you'll want to get the random dongo, the Kamura, which will give you dongo calculator. This is a random dongo that will give you a 20% boost to your Kamura points earned. At the same time, you want the lava caverns to have the local upsurge. If you can get the stars to align and get both, then you'll be golden. For this, I have Geologist level 3, Botanist level 3, and with the same extra optional skills like Evade Extender, Wall Runner, and Wirebug Whisperer. Now let's take a look at the route. Huge shout out to Angbada11 for this route. I feel like it's the best route. Now again, you'll need to complete this within 5 minutes, but again, if I'm able to do it, you can too, because I'm slow and I always mess up. Now, there's a lot of places we're gonna hit, so it took me a few tries to memorize it, but just practice a bit before trying it for real and you should be good.
Saて。よし。さて。さて。 到着だ。はいよ。
Now if you completed it within 5 minutes, then when you go back, you'll still have the same daily random dongo as well as the same upsurge. Does this still work in update 3.0? Yes. Next, we'll be looking at the low rank fishing farm. This is great for people who are just starting the game and need some fast and easy Zenny and Kamura points. Again, this is only for players who are just starting out. It's great because you don't have to have any levels unlocked or need any armor skills. All you need is dung. Now let's see if it still works. You'll head to the Shrine Ruins, which is the very first level, and head to Area 6. Go to the right fishing spot and fish for the golden fish or the crimson fish. Once you catch one, another will respawn instantly. Just keep catching these until you make enough Zenny or Kamura points. If any monster comes and bothers you, just hit them with a dung bomb and go back to fishing. Easy. Does this still work in update 3.0? Yes, but once you get higher in the game, it becomes far less efficient. I'm so sorry about that. And finally, I saved this one for last because not everyone can do this trick, as it does require you to have the Monster Hunter Rise Amiibos. But if you're still interested, if it still works, then we'll find out. Now I do have a more in-depth video about what items you can get depending on what part of the game you are, but for this test, I'm just gonna go ahead and test it on my main account. Now the idea is that we want to scan in our amiibos, collect our items, change the date and scan it again, and repeat until we're all stocked up on items and lazarite jewels. So what you want to do is scan in the 3 amiibos, collect your items, and then without closing the game, you just change the date 1 day ahead. Enter back into the game and scan your amiibos again, and so on and so forth. Does this still work in update 3.0? It certainly does. While I am shocked that some of these have not been patched out yet, I do feel like some of these will at least get nerfed in the future. Are these mechanics that Capcom purposely put in the game to be used as such? Most likely not. But does Capcom enjoy seeing players continue to play their game and enjoy playing their game in their own way as long as it doesn't directly negatively affect other players? I think so. But those are just my opinions at least. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then don't forget to hit that like button, as well as subscribe and turn on the bell for notifications for more Monster Hunter Rise content. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.